The U.S. unemployment rate dropped dramatically to 11.1% by adding 4.8 million jobs in June, and that is great news. But it also comes with some challenges. Two huge local employers are now talking about layoffs that are looming. Unemployment has impacted so many families, so we've asked our consumer expert Action 9's Jason Stujanki to monitor every development since this pandemic first began. Jason?
Yeah, Genevieve, and I found that the unemployment rate is about as predictable as the virus itself. Right now, we're here at the airport where I want to walk you through some unexpected layoffs and my concerns for the future. But first, let's go ahead and address that big headline today. As you mentioned, the national unemployment rate fell to 11.1%. This chart shows the dramatic turn since the pandemic hit. Our high in April, nearly 15%. Then as states reopened, people got their jobs back. The president called the 4.8 million jobs gained the biggest monthly gain in history.
Our economy is roaring back. It's coming back extremely strong.
And obviously this is extremely good news, but just like the pandemic itself, the jobs crisis is far from over. Today I got word from two major local employers. First, American Airlines. This is a big deal for local families because 11,000 workers live here. The airlines told staff it has more than 20,000 employees it doesn't need this fall. There's been such a drop in people traveling, it's cutting its schedules. Now you may be asking why the company hasn't done this already. Well, the airline industry got a $25 billion government bailout, and part of that deal, the carriers weren't allowed to cut employees or pay rates through September. Now, CEO Doug Parker says that doesn't mean 20,000 people will be laid off October 1st, but I'll keep an eye on all this and the impact right here in the Charlotte area. But there are more challenges for our area. Charlotte-based Belk is also laying people off. It won't say how many. Belk already furloughed some employees and now it's eliminating jobs at corporate. The company is giving severance packages to those folks. Now, all of this is a major concern for local families, so let me take it a step further. Let's go ahead and look down the road. The unemployment report we received today stopped in the middle of June, so that doesn't account for the huge spike in COVID cases we've seen recently, or the news that several states are slowing down their reopenings. And economists say as cases increase, obviously, so will unemployment. Now, take a look at this chart we built. First, you can see the unemployment rate spike in April and then back off. Now let's add data on COVID numbers from the CDC. You see that spike again in April, then cases backed off through May and the start of June, but now we're higher than we've ever been. And Genevieve, just yesterday, remember, the U.S. added nearly 50,000 cases.
Yeah, and Jason, Dr. Anthony Fauci is predicting that could actually increase to 100,000 a day if the country doesn't slow down the spread.
Yeah, and if that happens, you have to just expect unemployment to spike again. And this may sound obvious, but I feel like I have to say it. Obviously, dealing with two waves of job losses, much harder than one.
Right. Very difficult for a lot of families in our area. Jason, thank you.